Yesterday we were discussing about some important problems that is minimum force required to pull an object. What is the minimum force required to move an object? F minimum is equals to mu mg by under root mu square plus 1. That is the minimum force required. And also maximum length required to stay the chain on the table. What is that? Y is equals to mu into L by mu plus 1 or mu minus 1? Mu plus 1. Y is equals to mu L by mu plus 1. And also pushing and then pulling also we have discussed. Which is easier, pulling or pushing? Pulling is easier than pushing. Why? Because in pulling normal reaction will be less as compared to pushing. Whenever the normal reaction is less, always the friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Whenever the normal reaction increases, then friction also increases. In the pushing case, normal reaction increases, so friction increases, so it is difficult to move that body in the pushing case. In pulling, it will be easier. And all we have discussed, and also we have done some problems. Mainly, for doing each and every problem, what you have to do first of all? First and foremost, what you have to do? You have to check the limiting friction. Whenever you check the limiting friction, I will tell you the shortcut method for that. Whenever you check the limiting friction, if the limiting friction is less than the applied force, then what happens? Body will move, sir, will not move, sir. It will move. So if F greater than F, FL greater than F, body does not move, so at that time what will be there for us? Static friction will be there. That static friction is always equals to the applied force. Then whenever the limiting friction is equals to the applied force, at that time what is happen? Ready to move. The body is ready to move. Ready to move. At that time what will get? Fs maximum. Fs maximum is equals to what? Of course Fl. That Fl is equals to what? F only again. Clear? Whenever the Fl is lesser than capital F, Fl less than capital F, body will move. So which friction will be there? Kinetic friction will be there. What is the formula? Mu k into normal reaction. Mu k value different and then mu s value different always. Whenever they did not mention anything and also they are saying that the body is moving means indirectly they have given the mu k. If they are saying body is in rest, otherwise body is in equilibrium, body is stable, like that means they have given about the mu s value. And also while finding the limiting friction, what you have to use? Mu s or mu k na? Mu s into normal reaction. Fl is equals to mu s into normal reaction. So many people have that confusion whenever they have given two coefficients, at that time what to use, when to use that or not. So whenever they have given about the mu s and then mu k, first of all you have to find out the limiting friction. That might be anything. Always you have to use what? Fl is equals to mu s into normal reaction. If Fl greater than F nothing but at that time body does not move. The body does not move. So at that time the static friction will be there. Static friction is exactly equals to what? Applied force. Whenever Fl is equals to F, then body is ready to move. If it is ready to move, then static friction will be maximum. So Fs maximum is equals to Fl, that is equals to applied force capital F. Whenever the limiting friction is less than the applied force, at that time body will move. When the body is moving, at that time what will be there? Which friction will be there? Kinetic friction will be there. What is the formula of kinetic friction? Mu k into normal reaction. Write this note first of all. Yeah, close madbe. Curtain ಬೇಕು. Pull that curtain. छोड़ द enough. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಕೂಡ. Done? Yes, next. Acceleration of the block on rough horizontal surface. Acceleration of the block on the rough horizontal surface. Now I have taken a rough horizontal surface, and that a block of mass m is kept. So this block of mass m has given with a initial velocity u. Whenever the initial velocity is given, and also here coefficient of friction is mu. Whenever the initial velocity given, it is moving with an acceleration a. After traveling some distance, after some time, what happening? Nothing but the body is coming into rest. M is coming into rest. Then you have to find out the acceleration first of all. How to get that acceleration? You have to find out the acceleration. It is coming to rest or not, first of all leave about that. So whenever I have given a velocity, how much? U velocity. I am not giving any force here, just I have given the U velocity. Whenever the U velocity given, the body is gaining how much acceleration? A acceleration. Now you have to get the acceleration value. Whenever the body is moving in this direction, of course friction will act in which direction? Opposite direction. So that the friction is acting in opposite direction. Now can I say that MA is equals to friction? No other forces are there, no? Yes sir. Whenever the body is moving in this direction, then friction is acting in opposite direction. Yes, of course you will get minus, so only the body is coming into rest. Body is coming into rest, nothing but acceleration or retardation? Retardation. So only here we are getting minus. It is not necessary to take also. Already you know that you are saying that is coming into rest means already you know that is minus only. Now the body is moving with acceleration a. So MA is equals to, clearly what I can write? F I can write. Now MA is equals, what is the F formula? Mu into normal reaction. So MA is equals to mu mg, then m gets cancelled. Acceleration is equals to what? Mu into g. Clear? So whenever I have given a initial velocity u for the body of mass m on the rough surface of coefficient of friction, how much? Mu. It is moving with an acceleration a. So whenever I have given only initial velocity, it is moving forward, nothing but friction will act in which direction? Backward direction. So friction is acting in the backward direction. Now the body is moving in forward and then friction is backward, nothing but I can take MA is equals to F. Of course here minus A only. Why? Because it is coming into finally what? Rest. Any body is moving on the frictional surface, nothing but velocity will get reduced, no? Obviously. So only the acceleration will be retardation. That is general point. Now MA is equals to mu into normal reaction, then MA is equals to mu mg. M gets cancelled, acceleration is equals to mu g. This is the acceleration I got. Now I am asking you, after what time it will come into rest? After what time it will come into rest? V is equals to U plus AT only, because finally it is coming into rest, nothing but final velocity becomes how much? V is equals to 0. V is equals to 0. I have U, I have A, and I am asking the time. So what formula I can use? V is equals to U plus AT. Then this becomes 0. Acceleration or retardation? Retardation. So that only U minus AT. Then AT is equals to U. Then T is equals to U by A. U by A value is how much for us? Mu into G. This is the time taken to stop the body. Then distance travelled by the body before it stops. S is equals to ut plus half at square you can take. Otherwise v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Any formula you can take. So v square minus u square is equals to 2as. This will be the easier. and then final velocity becomes how much? 0. Minus u square is equals to 2 into minus a into s, then s is equals to u square by 2 into mu g. A value is how much? Of course, mu g only. Everybody got this? Yes? Whenever the body is given with the initial velocity u, finally it is coming into rest. To find out the acceleration, first of all, if you are giving the initial velocity in the forward direction, then what happens? Friction will act in backward direction. So ma is equals to f. Of course, here you can even write it as minus a also. There is no problem in that. Okay. Then here acceleration is equals to how much we are getting? Mu into g. And also now I am asking, time taken to stop the body is v is equals to u plus at I have taken. In that, final velocity becoming as how much? 0. From that, t is equals to how much you got? U by mu g. And also I am asking the distance travelled by the body before it comes to rest, otherwise before it stops. So simple formula is v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Even you can use s is equals to ut plus half at square also. But at that time you have to take some LCMs and all. Quadratic equation you will get, no? It will not be easy to solve. Copy that. Black ink ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದೇನೆ. Finished? And write a problem. A 4 kg block, is given with a speed of 20 meters per second. You have taken how much mass? 4 kg, na? Speed you take as 10. Take speed as 10 meter per second. Find the time taken when it stops. Find the time taken when it stops. 2.5. Check properly, check. Did I give mu value? Ask them. Mu is equals to 0.5. Mu is 0.5. 2 is the answer. Mu is 0.5. 2 seconds is the answer. Time taken to stop. What is the formula? T is equals to U by mu G. By substituting in that, what is the time value you will get? T is equals to 2 seconds. So T is equals to U by mu G. Then there is no need of mass, nothing. Yes, sir. So T is equals to U is how much? 10 divided by mu is how much? 0.5, nothing but 1 by 2. G is 10. Then what is the answer? 2 seconds. That's the answer. Then next problem. A 4 kg block is given with a 4 kg block is given with a velocity 20 meter per second, then find distance traveled by it in 6 seconds. Distance traveled by it in 6 seconds. Coefficient of friction is 0.4 and the speed is 20. Distance traveled by it in 6 seconds you have to find out. Five. Calculate J. 60. Any other answer? 50. 50 is the correct answer. 50. Take from S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Check that. 5 or 50 na? 50. 50. What is the S formula? Distance traveled is S is equals to U square by 2 mu G. This is the formula, right? Substitute in that directly. What will you get the answer as? 50 meters. Huh? After that, I have given time, no? You just take the time relation. S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Check with that. You are getting the answer for that? By this one, everybody got 50? By this, everybody got 50? Yes, everybody? Are you getting or not answer? By substituting these values. Then substitute S is equals to UT plus half AT square formula. Then what will you get? Check. One? 192. Then how it is possible? S is equals to what we got by the formula? Generally, by the normal formula, what we got? 50 meters. Actually, 50 meters is the correct answer. I am asking you some general question. This is U square, nothing but 20 whole square, that is 400. That divided by 2 into mu is how much? 0.4, nothing but 4 by 10, and then G is 10. 10 gone, and then 100, and then 50. S is equals to 50 meters is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Now, by using S is equals to UT plus half AT square, what is the answer you are getting? From S is equals to UT plus half AT square. What is the answer we are getting here? S is equals to 199, 192 we are getting. How it is possible? This 50 meters, this one is 192 meters.
48 retardation minus.
Yeah, minus. Even then what your answer? 48 meters. Then how it is possible? Exactly 50 now you have to get. If you are taking it as a retardation, yes, that's very good. Retardation you are taking, and then you are getting it as a 48. There you are getting 50. How it is possible? Coefficient of friction, acceleration value will take as mu into g only, no? By using coefficient of friction only, you will get the acceleration here. At that time we are getting 60. Then our answer is correct, exact answer is 50. Then how you are getting, why you are getting the different answers? The reason is important here. Reason is a pure logic. What is the reason? So when we will measure the distance generally, after the body stops only, no? Whenever the body stops, then we will measure the distance. Here what I am saying, you have to find out the distance. Listen here, you have to find out the distance after how many seconds? T is equals to 6 seconds. When you measure the distance, whenever the body stops, then only you will measure the distance. First of all, let us find out the body will stop at 6 seconds or 4 seconds or 3 seconds or that and all. Okay na? After stopping the body, again and again you are measuring the distance, means by using the time you are measuring the distance, means that will give you more value only, no? If you are taking S is equals to ut plus half at square, means you are taking the time after stopping. After stopping, this much of time you are taking. We don't know at what time it will get stopped. For that, first of all, what is the time taken to stop formula? T is equals to u by mu g. U by a, right? So that u is how much for us? 20. Mu g is how much? 4. And then what is the answer? 5 seconds. Nothing but the body is getting stopped at what time? 5 seconds. But we are finding at what time? 6 seconds. Clear, huh? You understand? So only we are getting wrong answer here. If you substitute only 5 seconds, check that S is equals to u is how much? 20 into 5 minus half a t square will get. So half a is how much? Mu g is, what is the mu g value? 4, exactly 4. This will be how much? 25. And then yes, 50. Then this is how much? 100 minus 50. Then what is our answer? 50. Correct answer we are getting. You understand the logic, right? So we are just taking, the body is getting stopped at what time? Nothing but 5 seconds time. But we are using the time in the formula as how much? Nothing but 6 seconds. One more extra time we are using. One more extra second we are using. So only you are getting the wrong answer here. But exact answer is how much? S is equals to 50 meters. So only in the kinematics also, while solving the stopping method problems, always we will use which formula? V square minus u square is equals to 2as only. From that only we got this formula. So that will be easier method. If they are asking after time t, nothing but whenever you see that they are asking about the distance and then time, means you have to take S is equals to ut plus half at square. Whenever you take that, you will get wrong answer. Clear? Why? Because you don't know at what time it is getting stopped. To use that formula, again you have to use this one. T is equals to u by mu g, and then you have to check same time or different time. If it is different time, you have to leave that time and then you have to use this time. Why to do that much and all? Just use this formula only. S is equals to u square plus 2 into mu g. Correct? Huh? So whenever you see the problem, if you are seeing time in the problem also, you don't take S is equals to ut plus half at square. I am saying that only. Clear? That one is enough. If you copied that one is enough. Next, acceleration of the block on the rough inclined surface. On the rough inclined surface. Acceleration of the block on the rough inclined surface. A block of mass m is kept on the rough inclined surface. So I am not applying any external force here. And also the block is moving without any external force. Also the block is moving with what? Acceleration a. Now you have to find out that acceleration a. How to get that? How to get that? What forces are acting on that? Mg sin theta is acting in downward direction. Very good. Mg sin theta. And where the friction is acting? Opposite direction. So friction is acting in this direction. So clearly what I can write? Ma is equals to mg sin theta minus friction. So here opposite to normal reaction, who is acting? N is equals to what will be acting? Mg cos theta. Always you have to remember that N is equals to mg cos theta. Now Ma is equals to mg sin theta minus the friction is what? Mu into normal reaction. ma is equals to mg sin theta minus mu into, what is the normal reaction? Mg cos theta, m gone. Then a is equals to g into sin theta minus mu cos theta. Now I'll ask some general question. Whenever the body is sliding down on the inclined plane, then acceleration is less than g na greater than g na? Check this formula. Acceleration is less than g na greater than g na? Less than g. See that g sin theta minus some value we are doing. Nothing but the g value is decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. Minus we are doing here. G sin theta minus mu cos theta. Nothing but something you are removing from the g. So what happens? The value will decreases. So a is less than g here. When the body is sliding down, when the body slides down on the inclined plane, then what happens? Nothing but a will be less than g. Now clearly listen again. So block of mass m is placed on the inclined surface, rough inclined surface. It is having the tendency to move in which direction? Obviously downward direction. I am increasing the angle of repose. At angle of repose, what happens? What is angle of repose? The angle of inclination where the body just started to slide. Correct? It is just started to slide. Then here it is sliding down, nothing but I am increasing the angle of repose here. So it is moving with what acceleration? Acceleration a down the inclined plane with what force? Nothing but mg sin theta. It is coming in down, nothing but friction will act in which direction? Opposite direction. So ma is equals to mg sin theta minus friction is mu into n, mu into mg cos theta. Then m got cancelled everywhere and a is equals to how much? G sin theta minus mu cos theta. From g sin theta you are removing some value, nothing but there the g is decreasing. So than original g, acceleration is always less. Why? Because here you are getting what? Less g. But whenever you are comparing with g, a is obviously less than g only here. You are understanding this statement? Yes. See here, a is, for example, a I want, that is equals to 10 into sin 30 cos 30 I will take, and this one as I will take as 1 by root 3. Okay. So sin 30 is how much here? 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 3, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. How much you will get? 0. Yeah, acceleration is 0. As compared to g, acceleration is less or not? What is the g value? 10. So as compared to 10, g is less only here. For example, if I take it as 1 by 2, coefficient of friction as 1 by 2, then it will be how much? 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 4. 1 by 2 nothing but 0.5. Root 3 by 4 nothing but it is less than that only, na? 1.7 by 4. 1.74, 7 by 4 nothing but how much it will be? 0.4, like that it will come. So less than 5 or not? So again you are getting the acceleration is less than 10 only. So always acceleration is less than g whenever the body is sliding down. Clear? Copy that. Finished, huh? Harsha. Next, force, whenever it is sliding down, I want to stop it. I don't want to push it up. I just want to stop it. So whenever I want to stop, nothing but what I have to do? I have to apply a force, right? Apply the force exactly equals to friction or exactly equals to the acceleration. Whenever it is in rough, whenever it is in rest, it is not moving with any acceleration. At that time, exactly opposite to the friction, you have to apply the force. Now it is sliding down with what acceleration? Acceleration A. For example, a body is coming in this direction with ma force. I want to just stop it. Stop it, nothing but what I have to do? I have to apply the force exactly in the opposite direction. Same force or different force? Same force, that is ma. If I apply more force, nothing but it will change the direction. I just wanted to stop. To stop it, what you have to do? Nothing but to stop the sliding body, you have to use the force is how much? Nothing but m into a. M into what is the acceleration we got? G into sine theta minus mu cos theta. For what we are using this force? To stop the sliding body. To stop the sliding body, F stop is equals to m into G sine theta minus mu cos theta. Write that. Now, whenever the body is just projecting in upward direction, like this, I'm just throwing like this. Then what happens? Velocity will increases or decreases. I'm just projecting the body. I'm just pushing it like that on the inclined plane. Velocity will increases or decreases? Decreases. Why? Because it is moving opposite to gravity. Mg sin theta is acting in which direction? Downward direction. And then I'm pushing in the upward direction, nothing but it is acting obviously opposite to the gravity. Whenever it is moving opposite to the gravity, then what happens? Nothing but velocity will get decreased. Whenever the velocity decreases, at that time what will be there? Acceleration or retardation? Retardation will be there. So that whenever the body is projected upon the inclined plane, then retardation, whenever you do as it is again, what will changes here? Acceleration will be in the upward direction, then friction will be in which direction? Downward direction. The body is going in upward direction, friction is there in downward direction. Now, at that time, retardation A is equals to what will get? Nothing but G sin theta, instead of minus what will get? Plus mu cos theta. That's it. Everybody understood? If you want, you can check again. Change the directions. Whenever the body projected up, at that time acceleration will be there like this, and then friction will be there like this. Again, if you write the formula also, again if you write the equation, you will get the same answer. A into G into sine theta plus mu cos theta. This is the retardation, this one will be the acceleration. People might be think that here plus is there so that it is acceleration. That's wrong. Whenever the body is projected up, at that time we will get as A is equals to G sine theta plus mu cos theta. Clear? Copy that. Next, pulley block system. Pulley block system with friction. Pulley block system with friction. See here we got the acceleration, right? You can solve the S is equals to ut plus half a square problems, v square minus u square equals 2as problems, that and all. They will give the length of the inclined plane here, and they will ask the acceleration. What formula you can use? V square minus u square is equals to 2as, that and all we can use. We can use, right? Let us do some problems also. Based on that we will do some problems. But now pulley block system with friction. Pulley block system with friction. m2 greater than m1, then what happens? m2 will come down, right? m2 will move down. m2 will move down with acceleration a, means m1 also will move in the right side direction with what acceleration? A acceleration only. Now it is a frictional surface. Whenever it is a frictional surface, here acceleration is acting nothing but friction will act in which direction? Opposite direction. F is acting in the opposite direction. Now on this body, weight is acting in which direction? Downward direction, and normal reaction is acting in upward direction. Now here m2 is there, m2g is acting in which direction? Downwards, and then in the string what is there? Tension T is there. So here tension T means from here also what will be there for us? Tension T only. Clear everything, all the directions you understand, right? Now here you have to draw the free body diagram. Without drawing only we can write the equation. So here first of all, whenever m1 is moving in this direction, friction will act in opposite direction. Only that one is new, everything is already you know, right? Now here for the free body diagram of the second one, if you take, what is the equation? m2a is equals to, tell me, m2g minus t. And if you take m1a is equals to what I can write? T minus friction. T minus friction only, na? Only that forces are there. See here, T accelerate, for acceleration T is supporting and then friction is opposing here. T minus F. Now what happens? Tt gets cancelled. m1 plus m2 into a is equals to m2g minus, what is the friction formula? Mu into mg. Mu into n is equals to what? Mg only. So that mu into mg, which that is m1g. M1g, for m1 only normal reaction is there. Then here m1 plus m2 into a is equals to m2 minus mu into m1 into g. Clear? Then acceleration is equals to what will get? m2 minus mu m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the acceleration. This is also like upward motion formula. What is the upward motion formula? m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2. But here, which is there on the table, for that friction will be there. Which mass is there on the table? For m1 friction is there, so that only I am getting for m1 friction. That's it. Everything is as it is. Every formula is as it is. Then if you want to get the tension, means substitute the acceleration in the first equation. Then what will get here? m2a is equals to m2g minus tension T, right? So I will write tension at a time. From the first equation, T is equals to what I can write? T is equals to m2g minus m2a. From that what I can take common? m2 I can take common. G minus a is how much? A is m2 minus mu m1 by m1 plus m2 into g. I will take g also outside at a time. Everybody understanding, right? I'm just writing everything directly. So here T is equals to T coming this side, and then m2g minus m2a. I have written that only. Now in this m2 is common, so that g minus, in the place of a what I can write? I can write this and all. In that also what is common? G is common, so that I have taken g also outside. Now whenever I take this as LCM, m1 plus m2 minus m2 minus of minus mu plus 1, correct? So that what will get cancelled there? m2 gets cancelled. After taking the LCM, m2 gets cancelled. Let's check that. So T is equals to m2g into, I will take the LCM as m1 plus m2, then minus m2, minus of minus nothing but plus mu m1, that divided by m1 plus m2. m2 gets cancelled here. See that? m1 plus m2 LCM minus m2 minus of minus mu m1, correct? Then m2 gets cancelled here. Then what is remaining here? m2g m1 plus mu m1. Shall I take m1 outside? m1 outside. Then what is remaining? 1 plus mu by m1 plus m2. So that one I will write as m1 m2g by m1 plus m2 into 1 plus mu. What is the tension formula for us? 2m1 m2g by m1 plus m2. Instead of 2, you are getting extra 1 plus mu here. That's it. Everything is as it is. Here, whatever the acceleration is equals to what we'll get? m2 minus m1 by m2 plus m1 we'll get. So for m1 friction is there, so only I am getting extra friction here. Here what is the formula? 2m1 m2g by m1 plus m2. Instead of 2, what we are getting here? 1 plus mu, that's it. So this is the tension. Good morning, Pramod. Are you awake? Yes, sir. Copy everything. By opening the eyes only you are sleeping, I thought. Like Brahmanandam. Have you seen Happy movie? Then you can sit here, no? Your fan is there. Huh? Then second bench will sit. I said, Manoj, you don't sit, and then you are sitting today, na? Nee comfort ఉంది కానీ నాకు కనపడదు కదా నువ్వు. Come and sit here. Move. Finished, huh? Shall I? Next, pulley block system on the inclined plane. Pulley block system on the inclined plane. Pulley block system on the inclined plane. Can you find out the acceleration and tension? System is moving down, of course, here, like this. Try that. Try to get the acceleration and tension in the strings. correct. It's going up no, so that you will get plus mu cos theta. Check that once. m2 minus m1 into sin theta plus mu minus or plus minus you are getting then yes, minus mu cos theta divided by m1 plus m2 into g, correct m2 minus m1 into sin theta minus mu cos theta by m1 plus m2 into g, that is the acceleration. Done? Tension? Yes. m1 m2 g into 1 minus sin theta by m1 plus m2. 1 minus or 1 plus 1 plus you have to get, I guess. 1 plus sin theta nana. 1 plus sin theta. Minus mu cos theta also you are getting minus mu cos theta also getting wait, I will check. I will do that. Wait. So first of all, to get the acceleration, check your answer. I will do that. Now m2g is acting in which direction? Downward direction. Tension T is acting in upward direction. Here what is acting? Of course m1g sin theta. Here tension T is acting. Now if we write the equation for the second one, what is that? m2a is equals to what I can write? m2g minus tension T. If you write the equation for the first one, it is going up with what acceleration? Acceleration A means friction will act in which direction? Opposite direction, nothing but downward direction. This is the friction. Clear? Now here m1a is equals to what I can write clearly? m1a is equals to, who is supporting for that? T minus m1g sin theta and then minus friction. Otherwise minus off also you can take, there is no problem in that. Now tension gets cancelled here. You are understanding, right? This direction. Yes, acceleration is there in which direction? Upward direction. So friction will act in which direction? Downward direction. So friction and then m1g sin theta are opposing the acceleration. So only they are minus here. Tension is supporting that. So only T here. Now T gets cancelled. What is remaining for us? m1 plus m2 into a is equals to m2g minus m1g sin theta minus what is the friction here? Mu into normal reaction, that is mu into m1g cos theta. Mu into m1g cos theta. Then here a is equals to what I can take common here among everything? G I can take common. Then anything else? m1 also I can take common from the second term. So that m2 minus m1 I am taking common. I am taking minus also outside only. So what is remaining here? Only sin theta. If I take minus outside, nothing but what is remaining here? Plus mu cos theta. Yes, into g is there, that divided by m1 plus m2 into g. Clear? That is why I said plus will come here. Okay, why plus? Nothing but simple logic. In the inclined plane we have seen that whenever the block is sliding down, at that time what is the formula we got? A is equals to g sin theta minus mu cos theta. In the last point I said whenever the block is sliding in upward direction, acceleration or retardation? Retardation. A is equals to g into sin theta plus mu cos theta we got. Here also the block is going in which direction? Upward direction. Retardation will be there. So for that retardation what will get here? Sin theta plus mu cos theta. Of course we are taking here minus outside only. Clear? Then this is A is equals to m2 minus m1 into sin theta plus mu cos theta by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the acceleration. Did you get the correct answer? Yes. Yes. Now you have to substitute this acceleration in the equation 1. What is the equation 1 there? T is equals to m2g minus m2a. Now m2g minus m2 into, what is the a value for that? m2 minus m1 sin theta plus mu cos theta by m1 plus m2 into g. What I can take outside here? What I can take outside? m2g I can take outside here. So m2g I am taking as out. Then what is remaining for us here? 1 minus, as it is remaining m2 minus m1 sin theta plus mu cos theta divided by m1 plus m2. Everybody understanding, right? Then here what you have to take LCM as m1 plus m2, then m2g, here m1 plus m2. I am sending minus inside, so that minus m2, this will be how much? Plus m1 into sin theta plus mu cos theta divided by m1 plus m2. Then what I can cancel here? m2 I can cancel. Here what I can take common? m1 I can take common. So that m1 m2g into, here what is remaining? 1 is remaining, right? 1 plus sin theta plus mu cos theta by m1 plus m2. That's the answer. Correct? Huh? Everything is correct only, no? Yes, this is a tension. Why you got only 1 plus sin theta? What about the mu cos theta? Where it gone? You got that? How many of you got the same answer? 3 members only, 4. Good, good. Remaining people, nothing you have done. You have done everything is as it is correct only, but calculation mistake. Taking LCMs, sending minus inside, that and all you done wrongly. That's it. For each and everything, the same procedure only. First of all, you have to find out the free body diagram. From that, you have to write the equation of acceleration. Then you have to find out the acceleration first. To find the acceleration, what you have to cancel? To find the acceleration, what you have to cancel? Tension you have to cancel. After cancelling the tension, you will get the acceleration. Again, to get the tension, what you have to do? You have to substitute in the easy equation. Don't substitute in the tough equation. Easy equation you have to substitute. Here friction also there, no? If you substitute here, you will get the same answer only, but it will be difficult to calculate. So this will be the easy one. Ella wrong bandu sir. Correct bandu tension. 1 minus sin theta, no? You got, I think. Whoever are getting wrong answer, they are not sending minus inside. That's it. Finished, na? Shall I explain again? No need, write simple calculation only. Then write a problem. Important problem. A block of mass 4 kg. A block of mass 4 kg is placed on the truck. Is placed on the truck. And the truck is accelerating. And the truck is accelerating at the rate of 4 meters per second square. The truck is accelerating at the rate of 4 meters per second square. And the coefficient of friction between truck and block is 0.5. 0.5. and the block is placed at 4 meters from the open end of the truck. 4 meters from the open end of the truck. Then find whether the block will fall down or not. Whether the block will fall down or not. If yes, then find the time taken. If yes, then find the time taken. Read the question first of all, understand the situation, what happening. You are inside of the truck. Observer is there inside of the truck. It will fall or not? Fall ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ? ಸೇಮ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ಲಿಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? ಮಾಡಿ. You are forgetting the procedure again. What you have to do first? Limiting friction you find out. It will fall or it will not fall? First of all tell me. It will not fall. First of all check the limiting friction. What is the limiting friction value? 20 newtons, right? Limiting friction is 20 newtons. Now the truck is moving with what acceleration? 4 meter per second square. Then you are there on the truck, nothing but what force will be experienced by the block? Pseudo force will be experienced. Why? Because this is accelerating frame, no? In the first friction introduction class I said that problem. Yes. Now what is the force acting on this block? Mass into acceleration. How much that is? 16 newtons. But the friction is acting how much? 20 newtons. Limiting friction greater than the applied force. The block will move or it will not move? It will not move. So that block will not fall. See, check that. Now here every problem I said so many times you have to start with limiting friction. Limiting friction is equals to mu into normal reaction. So FL is equals to what is the mu? 0.5 nothing but 1 by 2. Normal reaction is how much? 40. Then what is the limiting friction? FL is equals to 20. FL is equals to 20 newtons we got. Now FL is 20 newtons. On the block, here it is in the accelerating frame. Whenever it is in accelerating frame, then what force will be experienced by the block? Pseudo force will be experienced. In which direction? Opposite direction. In this direction, pseudo force is there. Pseudo acceleration is there. Now find out the force. M into A, force is equals to MA. F is equals to mass is how much? Pseudo force only, no? Of course. So mass is how much? 4 kg. Pseudo acceleration is how much? 4 meter per second square. Both are same only, no? I said pseudo force will be always equal and opposite to the applied force, so that it is equal and then opposite to here. So pseudo force how much we are getting here? 16 newtons we are getting. Pseudo force is 16 newtons. Who is responsible to move the body? Pseudo force only, no? Pseudo force, whenever the pseudo force is acting in backward direction, by that only it will fall down, otherwise it will be in rest. So the applied force is, pseudo force is less than the frictional force. Body will move or does not move? It does not move. So that the body will not fall down. It will be in rest only on the block, on the this one truck itself. Okay. You understand this case? Limiting friction find out first. Then this is the inertial frame of reference. Why? Because I said all the accelerating frames are inertial frames. Whenever the inertial frame is there, I'm sorry, all the accelerating frames are non-inertial frames. In non-inertial frames, which law is not applicable? Second law is not applicable. So always remember that in non-inertial frame of references, pseudo force will be acting. So pseudo force is acting in the opposite direction with same acceleration, of course. Now pseudo force Fp is equals to what's the formula? M into AP. M is how much? 4 kg. Pseudo force acceleration also how much? 4 meter per second square only. Equal and opposite to the applied acceleration. Now force is equals to how much you are getting? 16. Now this force, applied force, is lesser than the limiting friction. Whenever it is less than the limiting friction, body will does not move. Okay, it does not move. Now it will not fall down. It will not fall down. Finished? For the same problem, I'll just extend little bit. Now you take mu is equals to 0.3 and check. It will fall down or not fall down. Here mu is how much? 0.5, right? Now you take it as 0.3. It will fall down. Why? Because limiting friction, how much you will get? 12 you will get. Limiting friction is 12. Pseudo force is how much? 16. So pseudo force is greater than the limiting friction. Applied force greater than the limiting friction, nothing but the body will move. Now find out the time taken to fall down. No, wrong. Time taken to fall down, you have to find out. No. 4 seconds. No, wrong. They give any initial velocity there. Initial velocity is 0. The body was in rest on the truck. You cannot get by T is equals to U by mu G. You cannot get by that. Distance they have given, no, clearly 4 meters is a distance. Use S is equals to UT plus half AT square. That will be easy. Root 2 na. Only root 2. Check again, check the calculation again. Only root 2 na. Wrong. 2 root 2 is the answer. I am missing one logic here. How much? 2 root 2. कैसा आया? यस कितना? 8 आ. क्यों 8? कौन सा 2 4 सा? 2 2 जो हो जाएगा ना ये. Root 2 is the answer. Whoever are getting root 2, you are doing one mistake there. Let me tell that. You are forgetting about the net force. You are forgetting about the friction. Clear? We are applying the same acceleration only. But you have to consider the friction also. Friction is also acting right here. So net force will be 4 only, not 12. Let me do that. Listen properly first. This one everybody understood, right? Everybody, each and everybody? Yes? Then after that I will do this one. Check. In this one logic is there. Now, here I said that mu is equals to 0.3, nothing but limiting friction is how much? Limiting friction is 0.3 means 3 by 10 into normal reaction is how much? 40. You are listening? Yes, 3 by 10 into 40, 10, 10 gone. Then limiting friction is how much? 12 newtons. Now limiting friction is 12 newtons. Pseudo force is how much? 16 newtons. So force is 16, that is greater than the limiting friction, so that the body will move. It is moving. Yes, it is moving, of course. It is moving with what acceleration? Do you think that is 4 meter per second square? That is only pseudo acceleration. See, if I draw the free body diagram again, if I draw the free body diagram, here what happening? We are gaining pseudo force in the backward direction, friction force in the forward direction, and acceleration in this direction. Clear, you understand, right? Now what you can get, the net force is how much? 16 minus 12. How much that is net force is? 4 only. Write the equation for MA. MA is equals to, who is supporting? FP minus frictional force. So MA nothing but 4A is equals to, pseudo force is how much we got? 16 is a pseudo force, minus frictional force is 12. Then 4A is equals to how much? 4. Then A is equals to how much? Only 1 meter per second square. You understand the loophole right there? Yes, everybody. So A is equals to 1 meter per second square means what you have to find out now? Time taken. So S is equals to ut plus half at square. Before it was in rest. So distance is how much they are saying? 4 meters is the distance. 4 meters is equals to half. A is 1 and then t square. So what will get here? T is equals to how much? Root 2 only again. Or Tasmiya, you teach me this one now. So t square is equals to 8 and then t is equals to how much? 2 root 2 seconds. Clear? Everybody understood that? So you have taken directly so much avation we are having, so that we got excited and then we immediately applied A is equals to 4. So that we got the wrong answer. So here what you have to do, nothing but friction also applying, no? Why you are removing the friction here? Frictional surface only, of course. So net force is different. Again you have to take the free body diagram. MA is equals to, who is supporting for that? Pseudo force is supporting. Pseudo force is supporting and then friction is opposing. So MA is equals to FP minus F. Then in that FP is how much? 16 minus 12, that is 4. Then A is equals to 1 meter per second square. By using that 1 meter per second square, you have to find out the time taken. Clear, everybody? Yes, continue this one. For the above problem, you finished till here? This one everybody understood, right? For the above problem, if coefficient of friction is 0.3, then find whether it fall or not, and also find time taken to fall down, Copy that second part. What, Manoj? ಎಲ್ಲರಕಂటే ಮುಂದೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿದೇವೆ ನೀವು? Anybody got this idea? You got that? Then why you did not solve? You, Dhanush, you got that? No. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಐಡಿಯಾ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Write a problem. Finished, huh? Everybody understood, right? Shall I explain again? Understood, right? If anybody want me to explain again, you can ask directly. Don't keep that doubt in mind. Mainly you have to understand the problem. If you understand here, then only you can solve the problems in the exercises. Few people will be there and then they will be in some other janmas, they will be what? Kavi. Kavi means what? Poets. They'll be writing, I don't know what they will write. Keep on writing. While teaching also they will write. If I say any logic, what you will understand there? Mainly the two madams. You two only. Instead of writing, first of all, listen. Write a problem. Find A of the car. Find A of the car. A means acceleration. Find A of the car so that the block will be at rest. So that the block will be at rest. See here, block is placed at the front end of the truck. Now block of mass m is placed here. What I asked, find A of the car. Yeah, whatever. This is my car. Yes, find A of the car so that the block will not fall down. Will fall down. Will not fall down. Will be in rest. Yes. So whenever this truck is moving with what acceleration? A acceleration. In the front end, I kept a block of mass m. So I don't want it to fall down. So what I have to do? I have to increase my speed, right? I have to accelerate. Then only it cannot fall down. Whenever I have taken this marker, if I place at a rest, nothing but it will fall down. Whenever I move like this, then what happens? Nothing but it will not fall down. Why? Because I am accelerating forward. So whenever I am accelerating, on the marker, who will be acting? Pseudo force will be acting in the backward direction. That will hold the block. And also here, this is a frictional surface. Even the pseudo force is acting in the backward direction, but who is acting in downward direction? Mg is acting. So whenever Mg is acting in the downward direction, the block is having the tendency to move in which direction? Downward direction. So friction will act in which direction? Upward direction. So that here Mg is acting in the downward direction and then friction is acting in the upward direction. Everybody understood till here? Mg is acting downwards whenever the block is having the tendency to move in the downwards. So friction will be acting in which direction? Opposite direction. Now truck is moving with what acceleration? Acceleration A means then this block is there on which frame? On which frame? Non-inertial frame of reference. So whenever it is at the non-inertial frame of reference, on that what will be acting? Pseudo force will be acting. So pseudo force will be acting in the backwards in this direction, that is AP, MAP. Now whenever the pseudo force is acting in this direction, on the block, how the normal reaction is acting? Opposite to the away only, no, always away from the contact only. Here normal reaction is acting. That is about everything, whatever the forces are acting on the body. Mg is acting in downward direction. Due to Mg, friction is acting in upward direction. Don't write that Mg opposite to that normal reaction. Contact is not there here. Contact is there here. Clear? Now, and also truck is moving with what acceleration? Acceleration A, and this is a non-inertial frame of reference. So that pseudo force will act in which direction? Opposite direction. So AP is acting in this direction. Now force is MAP, and away from the contact what will be acting always? Normal reaction. Now what they are asking to find? The acceleration required by the truck to keep the block in rest. So whenever you want to keep the block in rest, nothing but which should be more? Mg na friction? It is in rest, nothing but friction should be more, no, obviously. So that friction should be more than Mg. More than or equals to also it will be possible. Equal, nothing but what? It is ready to move. But it is not moving yet, it is ready to move. So that F greater than or equals to Mg. If F is less than, then what happens? It will fall downwards. It will fall downwards. So here mu into normal reaction greater than or equals to Mg. Now mu into, in the vertical, in the horizontal direction, the body is in equilibrium. Can I say that in the horizon, it is moving like this? Forward? No. It will fall only in which direction? Downward direction. So, however, we are saying this one is in rest only, no? All the upward force is equals to downward forces, that is what, upward force is friction, downward force is mg, and left side force is equals to right side forces. Left side force is what, map is equals to right side force is normal reaction. So that clearly what I can write, n is equals to map. Now n is equals to map greater than or equals to mg, gets cancelled, then ap greater than or equals to, what is the formula, g by mu. Generally acceleration is equals to what we got, generally acceleration on the horizontal surface, what we got, mu into g. This is a vertical surface here, so what we are getting here, a is equals to g by mu. Always the pseudo acceleration is equal and opposite to the applied acceleration. So ap nothing but what I can write, a greater than or equals to g by mu. Clear? We are indicating, don't worry about the minus, we are indicating with the direction only here. Okay, everybody understood that? So to make it as a rest, to make it in rest, so with what acceleration truck has to move, that is what they are asking. So truck is moving with acceleration a. On the block who will act? Pseudo force will act in opposite direction, map is acting. Now this is a contact, away from the contact what will be acting? Normal reaction. Downwards what is there? mg, and also whenever the downwards mg is there, it is having the tendency to move in which direction? Downward direction. So friction will act in which direction? Upward direction. So I want to make it in rest nothing but friction should be either greater or equals to. Whenever it is equals to, at that time what happening? The body is just ready to move down. Whenever it is greater, then the body will be in rest. Whenever the friction is lesser, at that time what happens? Body will fall down, body will move obviously. So F greater than or equals to mg. F is equals to, what is the formula? Mu into normal reaction greater than or equals to mg. Mu into, what is the normal reaction here? Exactly for normal reaction, who is there here? M into AP. This direction is very, very important. If you draw the normal reaction here, your answer will be wrong. Clear? So that m into ap, gets cancelled. Ap greater than or equals to how much? G by mu. And then ap is equals to a only, of course. So a greater than or equals to g by mu. This should be the acceleration of the truck. Clear? If they have given mu as 0.5, at that time acceleration is equals to how much? A greater than or equals to 20. 0.5 I have given. So 1 by 2, then what will be the answer? 20 will be the answer. Copied.